Welcome to BrickTrains, and I'm Joey, and today we have one of the last sets in my vehicle mini wheel model maker sets. What this is the set 166. It is a vehicle extra parts kit. So this is, it could have fallen under the extra parts grouping, if you will, but this was a Samsonite set. It was released in 1971, so this was towards the end of the Samsonite contract, or when that all fell apart. It was just a collection of parts. It was wheels, mostly vehicle wheels. There's couplers, headlight bricks, things to add to your vehicles and to make more vehicles, or to replace broken parts or lost parts or whatever. So, what came in this box? That's a good question. I'm glad you asked. What came in this box? I'm not 100% sure. We have what is on the box as a guide. There's also a list here. It says this set includes base plates, axle bearing bricks, large and small wheels, grills, doors, mini wheels, coupling devices, tow truck hoists, and a hinge. So let's kind of get into it. Let's see what's. Let me get this one open. And this is what's in mine, and this is what I think is a possibility of what came in it. This says should have 61 pieces. I think BrickLink says it has like 43 pieces. I got notes again because some of the parts are kind of controversial. In the picture, most everything looks as if it's gray. Okay, if you look on the back panel here, the base plates, and this is the count that I used for my base plates. It looks like it's white and black, or white and gray maybe. Some of these parts wouldn't have came in white. Like the 6x16, this would have never been in this color. It would have never been in white in this time frame. It would only been in this gray color. In fact, it wasn't in white until like 1991. So that pretty much leads me to believe that all those pieces down here are gray, and those are the black ones. So they're waffle bottom. I don't believe these ever were in waffle bottom. So that was a 6x16. This is, what is a 6x8? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 6x8. And we had some gray 2x8 plates. Yeah, we got some 2x8 plates. And then we had the 4x8 or 4x6 black plates. So if we lay those all out, it looks something like this. Those there. Let's see. Something like that, like that, like that. And then two more like that. So that kind of matches the box. What else do we have? We had a tow truck hook or hoist. Okay, that's this one. I'm pretty confident that BrickLink has the wrong hook listed. They had the one that you tied the string to, not this one. This one is a different, it has little studs on it, and you cannot tie a string through a hole. The other ones have like a hole that you can tie, like a hoop. And this was specific to this sub-assembly piece, which is the tow truck piece, and it is clearly visible in that picture. So we have that piece. We have mini wheels. We have mini wheels that are mini. There's a couple singles. There's another single. Two sets of dualies. Got those. And just for reference, I have this one apart because I believe it's also pictured separated, which is part of that whole piece count thing. So one piece, here's the axle with the hubs, two tires, and then the brick with the open clip on the bottom. That's the only way you could get those. That was very early on. Eventually they were all sealed. All of these have the open, the dualies, The singles, all these singles. And these are not rusted. So whatever that metal is, it's tarnished. It's kind of got like a white film on it. But it's not just straight up steel. It is some sort of something, some kind of metal, right? So that's the wheels that I believe came with this, in that order. What else did it say? We had a hinge. Calls it out on here. It says hinge, small wheels, and tires. So here's our red hinge. So we know we had that. And then it's saying we had 4 small wheels, or it just says small wheels and tires. So these are the small wheels here. Just the regular old 2x2 rim with the black wheels. Had 4 of those. And we had, did I mention it on here somewhere? Yeah, on the back side it says large and small wheels. So once again, we list the small wheels, but here are the large ones right there. And those wheels worked with, does it mention them on here anywhere? It doesn't actually, it does in the thing. It says axle bearing bricks. It says on the back box here. It says it on the side panel too, axle bearing bricks. That would be these bricks here, these white bricks. The wheels fit in. Actually, you could put them on either side. So that was your wheel axles. We'll do it like that. Got 4 of those, which covered your wheels with an extra one. And then we had the hitch. It says a coupling device. So we had the car hitch. This is the old style car hitch here. With the ball and the receiver. It shows white on the box. I think BrickLink shows it in red. I went with white. When I bought this set, it was just full of parts, all kinds of parts. It was just all kinds of random parts. Some of these parts were in there, some were not. Lots of extra parts were in here that didn't belong in here. So this has been curated down to just what I think belongs in here. Headlight bricks. On the box, it shows 2 grills, a white one and a red one. I believe BrickLink says it came with a yellow one. I haven't seen any yellow ones in here. That is not to say that it didn't come with a yellow one. It did not. It's Samsonite. If they had yellow ones and didn't have red and white ones, they would have put yellow ones in there. So yellow is a possibility. I have a red and a white one because that's what's on the box picture. And I'm trying to make it look like the box. And that may be just about as wrong as they come. Also, we had doors that open. The 2 doors that are pictured are these 2 doors. We got a left and a right. That's the doors. And I think hinge toe, coupling device, mini doors, grills. It doesn't specifically anywhere on the box call them out, but I threw them in anyway because they are in the BrickLink inventory. But these 2 2x4 slope, 45-degree slope with the heavy texture on here, I put them in. It's in the BrickLink inventory. Could have been in there, couldn't have been in there. And I also believe BrickLink calls for 2 slightly taller yellow doors, which are correct time frame. They could have been in here. Don't know. Could have been. So if I didn't have any of the doors that size or that vintage to put in here, so they're not in here. I may be missing those 2 doors, but that is a possibility. Yeah. So all these parts, the grays and the blacks, all could have been in here in these colors. The time frames and vintage. That's what a lot of this I got wrote down. Would have been here. The gray, I know some people say this would have been white. You know, it matches the rest of these, but there is a set that came with these in this gray, this light gray, ahead of this set, and that would have been the Puppet. The Puppet had a gray set of those not white, but gray. So yeah, even those. So everything here, correct vintage, correct color, correct for possibly being in this set. Again, this was Samsonite, right? Samsonite lost the contract with Lego to produce Lego in the United States. Samsonite was making Lego in the United States, not just importing it, although they were importing it too. So at this time in 1971, by 72 or so, they were done. Samsonite was. So they were throwing things together just to get it out, sold to the department stores, to get it off their books, to finish it. They were also still doing it in Canada up to like mid 80s, somewhere in there. So some of this could have gone up north to Canada, although I believe the Canada facility was a little more controlled by Lego, either under contract or just direct control. I believe they were a little more controlled than the U.S. version there in Loveland, California. You also got one of these milk crate type things. This is made out of the same material that a milk bottle is made out of. You got one of those, and then this is the color box. So pretty cool little set. You don't see them come up too often on eBay. I don't know what the price would have been at the time. There was a Toys R Us sticker on here. Somebody's peeled it off. Wasn't me. I'd have done a better job of peeling that off if I was going to get it off. Or my wife would have. My wife's a pro at getting those off. She's not failed yet at getting one off and tearing up the box. So currently the value, there's nothing here that's valuable. There's some of these gray pieces are a little harder to find, but you're still talking about parts that are 20, 30 cents, maybe $1 for some of these oddball ones. Nothing spectacular here. There's probably, and I'm guessing on this, maybe $10, $15 of the parts here, if that. The box is probably going to run you about 20 if you can find one. Again, though, if there's a collector like me that wants this box, they're going to pay up for it if they don't have it and they want it. So that's always the thing. If you can find one, good. If you find one and there's other people bidding against you or other people want it, may not be such a good deal. So yeah, that's it. 166 vehicle extra parts kit. I also think there was vehicle extra parts kit. There is another name for it somewhere else. One of the Bricksetter Brink Leak actually has a second name, but the box says vehicle extra parts kit. I don't think there's any instructions. There shouldn't be any instructions, nothing to build. There may have been a pamphlet that went with this or came in a box. I don't have anything, but 1971, 60 some odd pieces. Part of the model maker extra parts mini wheel vehicle kind of era. That's why it's in this group with the rest of the mini wheels. So thanks for watching. So you've made it to the end of the line, so it must be comment contest time. So Samsonite in the United States, where did I say they were from? I kind of messed it up, so I hope you're paying attention. First correct answer in the comments, we'll pin you to the top.